name's Alex Mackay of Mission Mackay. I'm the MD, and this is the second or third interview that we've done like this and talked about the property market. Just first like to thank the owners of this flat in Clarence Square, brand new build so that we could occupy the space today and do this filming. So it's still for sale if you're interested. 315, one bedroom, nicely converted, well fitted. If you're interested, give the office a call. Yes, I suppose maybe 3 months or so before we spoke last, and certainly the market was pretty hot then, with things selling quickly. Not enough stock, too many buyers, mortgages still very available. And to some extent that's sort of still the same, but it has all just started to shift, to cool down a bit. Certainly our national industry, people who supply data, estate agents today, that's the RICS, suggests that June actually wasn't a very good month for estate agency in terms of sales and new instructions. But down in Brighton we seem to buck the trend, so we were busy in June, but I do expect it to change. Yes, but only ever so slightly. It's really difficult to look at the numbers because it's so marginal. But certainly I think as agents we've seen a shift in the numbers of a shift upwards in terms of numbers of properties for sale, and probably a shift downwards in terms of people registering to view. But again, it's very slight. But as I reported last time, I felt this was maybe the way it would go. That as properties numbers increase, then applicants would reduce. So it's as predicted, and all in all the market's still pretty strong. Busy probably should be bonkers. It's very hard for the guys to keep up, really. It's the real business in lettings is about managing the client's property once it's let. That's the real business, that's the skill. I'm not suggesting there's no skill in finding the right tenant, there certainly is. And with so many tenants applying for every property that comes up, then it's a real sort of scramble, really, and you have to use your judgment as to who's best for the landlord. You try and sort of piece them together. But the rental market's great. If you're a landlord, it's a really good business with really good returns. And if you're a tenant, you just have to be sharp and respond quickly to anything that comes up. Yeah, that's hard to answer that, really. Because house prices increased, I think, due to the pressure of people who wanted to buy a single unit. So you have like 3 or 4 or 5 people all wanting to buy a property, and obviously the price will go up, and sort of supply and demand. If you'd actually put the property on the market at the price it was agreed at, I'm not sure you'd have got the same amount of interest. I'm not quite sure where the price point is. So that increase in price at £10,000 or £20,000, you might have got over asked or guide price, which is to some extent mostly still being achieved. Whether that's part of the value or part of maybe a premium is difficult to say. Certainly, post-pandemic, people are now looking for, really want a garden, ideally, space to work from home, even if it's a corner or under the stairs, a space which they can call their office, which is theirs. Flats have been harder, ordinary flats without any outside space or balcony, garden, have suffered a little and certainly haven't enjoyed those massive price increases that we've seen with freehold property. So leasehold property has been, depressed is the wrong word, but has been depressed by comparison to houses. So yeah, definitely people looking for gardens, people coming out of big cities looking to live more in the country, or indeed the outskirts of a lovely sort of cosmopolitan city like Brighton, which offers so much with the seaside and the promenade and everything we know about it. And so Brighton's been a pretty cool place to come to. But those things are important: outside space and work from home. I spend most of my time trying to predict what's going to happen, because in business you have to try and get ahead of the game, so try and understand what's going to happen in your marketplace, so you can plan ahead. So certainly people need to be aware really of the cost of living. That's a whole pile of things together, isn't it? So it totals up at the bottom. It's going to be more than it was by quite a lot, and if mortgages go up, which they have already started to move up, interest rates move up, which they've been moving up steadily all this year, and will probably carry on. Maybe getting to, again, prediction time, 2% maybe by the end of the year. Then mortgages will certainly be more expensive, so that's another cost for you to consider. And if you're buying leasehold, don't forget to check the ground rent. With regard to the rental side, certainly landlords should be aware of the new rental reform bill that's coming before the House. I think it's next year, which will change the way that landlords have to interact with their tenants quite considerably, and also the way their contracts will need to be drawn up. My co-director Jordan recently, a week or two ago, did a video introducing the rental reform bill, so maybe refer to that if you'd like to sort of get something more easier in, rather than listening to me who doesn't know enough about it to speak to you. As far as buyers are concerned, well, it's in 35 years at Mission Mackay, it's never really changed. We have ups and we have downs, we have different reasons for the ups and different reasons for the downs. And we're in a place now where the market's been really strong, prices are strong, buyers are having to be sharp-witted to secure their new homes, and owners are able to get good prices and move on. But don't forget, if you're getting a good price for yours, you'll invariably be paying a good price for your next one. It sort of swings around about always. If the market's a bit down in one place, it'll be up somewhere else, and vice versa. So, all in all, if you're thinking of moving, get on with it.